morning. We are now the 10th of November. I've just finished giving them their silage here now, and I have to do a bit of tidying up with fence. I had to take down fence from a couple of days ago. I tend to, if I have enough stuff in the back of the quad, not to take it down behind me, but I have to take it down behind me today now, and I'm going to plan out the next move, which is going to be down around here someplace. So I have a wire here, so they're going to go in along and start. So to be both sides of that hedge down there, and they'll be coming into my experimental paddock, though paddock that's not doing exactly as I hope, but will. So I have high hopes for it yet. So they're here eating their silage now. I was asked a couple of questions there about, is there much waste from pegging it out like that. You can see there now I'm after leaving it up on top of a pile of rushes, and over there I'm after throwing it up on briars over there. Now if I just take a step back here now and walk over here, you can see now this is where they were a couple of days ago. Before I even show you that, look at the spread of dung that's up here. That was where I left silage. So that's what's left behind, and it's mostly stuff that you probably wouldn't eat anyhow. So they picked through it fairly well. There's all the dung there, all spaced out. So they did sleep up here as well. So they tend to sleep up on the high side of a field. And wait, now here's another spot where I had silage. So that's what it looks like. But I'm fascinated here now by the amount of dung that's here now. So this place will not be, we'll not be back here now until be next year, February maybe, depending on how we get on. But next February now we'll see what kind of growth we had over the winter. There's another pile. So that's the kind of stuff to leave behind. It's not much at all. I don't worry about that at all, because that will rot down over the winter time and grow back to the grass next year. So that's a kind of a reincarnation. Put down dead grass, old grass, and you'll get back new grass next year. So the cattle aren't that hungry now. I left them in here now. I'm kind of one sec now, the wind is blowing here. Hopefully you can still hear me. I'm kind of doing half or 3/4 grass, half day silage at the minute. I'm speeding up again. I haven't exactly worked out exactly how long that's going to get me to go all the way around, but I'm kind of I'm fairly giving it to them anyhow. That little lady there now, that's a bottle calf. She's thriving mad lately actually. So I'm going to tie up these fences now. I'm going to press the pause here now and tidy up the fence, and I'll get back to you now in a sec. I've just observed something here now. You know I do the whole natural weaning. There's a bit of natural weaning going on here now at the minute. This lady's not overly anxious to let that calf, her own calf, suck. Although she has stopped now. See, there you go. She's knocking him off. There you go, look at that now. He's mad to suck, and she won't let him. So she learned from last year now not to be, she didn't wean her calf last year, but she looks to be the first one to wean now, if she's at that carry on. But you can see now she's getting annoyed. So there you go. You'll learn eventually to stay away from her. Now he has sucked her, and he will suck her. But that's the carry on. So now we have all our fence up and our new fence in. You can see it there along. So we're down in the lower corner here where I pointed to there just a while ago. Hang on, is this getting out of focus? Yeah, I won't stay on too long now because the wind is blowing and it's going to be noisy on this phone. But this is a kind of a dry area here. This is the driest area of this field. but I have it fenced that they can go through and onto the far side there. Now another question I was asked, or comment I was left, was there's nice grass there now underneath that crab apple tree. This is a lovely area now. You have your hedge here that's not really, there's all the apples there now. So this is ideal time now for the cows to come in here. All them apples are down. They'll eat them apples. Fantastic. What was I saying there? Are they doing any harm to the ground? Are they poaching the ground? Well, I remember now, I'm going to go through here. They were on this exact area here last year for some storm. I don't know what it was. It had some old silly name on it. Met Aaron. But they were in here and they wrecked it. To be honest with you, they did. But they've been back, obviously, all this year again. And it's been rested for the last 60 or 70 days. And you can see that there's no harm done and the grass is growing very well. Sorry now for the wind is blowing mad, hang on. So obviously this is a wet area that would never be perfectly level like a garden. You can see the holes there, but that's just the way land is. There's no issue whatsoever. The grass is growing well here, so what about it? We can't expect to have all our land looking like our front lawn to drive a tractor lawnmower over. So the cattle are up there now. They're on both sides of that hedge there now. I hope I wasn't covering the camera there. Maybe I was. The wind is a terror. The cattle are up there. They're going to come down to this lower place this evening, and then they'll be here for 24 hours, both sides of that hedge. And they've lots of shelter and they've lots to eat. So that's the carry on. I don't think I have any more news. Oh, well, I'm going to be bringing down silage here now shortly. Let me just show you. I think I mentioned this before. The only way I can access this lower place here, and the wind is blowing mad above my head. I think I have shelter here. The only way I can go down is down there, down that ramp. God almighty, the wind is starting to blow. Going down is no problem, but coming back is the issue. But at least I'm going down full and coming back empty. And if I have to use the winch, I'll use it. But at least I have a winch. If I hadn't a winch, I mightn't even chance going down there. So look at, let me just go in here to the cattle one more time. If you can hear me. Freaking wind. It's not wind, it's rain. If it's not raining and wind, it's, oh, I don't know, a head wreck. So we passed no remarks on these old hedges. Let the cattle in through them. There's lots to browse on. So cows are here. They're happy enough, they're eating their silage. And all is quiet. So we let them in this evening. Look, for now we'll say good luck and goodbye.